originally I sent a video with all these trailers in.
Yep.
And it took me 16 hours to do. I was dead inside. And then we did this once, and I don't want to say who, but it wasn't me. Someone else, not me, watched the Demon Souls gameplay trailer and became an incredibly salty Susan.
Okay, wait. I want to stop you right there.
Okay.
I stick by the fact it was not just Dark Souls or Demon Souls that did it.
Yeah,
it was a mix of everything.
Yep.
And Demon Souls was like the last straw.
Yeah. So do you want to start with Demon Souls then?
I think just before everything we should add a few of my favourite quotes.
Oh yeah, that's going in. He's a fucking melon is going in. You losing your mind is going in. So basically the call cut out because actually you tell the story, it's your story.
Oh yeah, so basically we were just trying to record this, and then I hear someone walk down the stairs, and then they just unplug our router and cuts off the internet for everyone.
Wait, hang on. Can you pause the story there? Because this is the most kind of like, what the fuck? Do you know what I mean? You're like, okay, the internet goes slow. Like, I'm no Computron expert, but like the only time you unplug the router is when it doesn't connect to the internet.
Yep.
So what the fuck is this guy's problem?
Couldn't tell you,
like,
but it happens far too often.
Oh, grab a coffee for those who are joining us. Here's my coffee. You've got your, I assume, Relentless.
Yep. That's how I'm staying awake.
Yep, yeah, the coffee is mine as well. Okay. So yeah, were you done with that story, or was there more?
I mean, yeah, that was basically it. If you have the clips still, then it's basically they unplug the internet, and then it's just me recording by myself, and I end up singing "Stand By Me," then saying I want to punch a child.
Yeah, so yeah, and I listened to it back, and I was like, you did say 10 minutes, so I stopped.
Yeah, I realised that too.
So I was like, oh, okay, I'll stop. And then he's just like, I'm listening to it, and it's like, oh my god, I think he's lost his mind. And he comes back, and with like 100% straight face, just like almost shouts like, this guy's a fucking melon.
Like, yeah, I think that was basically my version of shouting.
Yeah, like I've never been threatened by the word melon before, up until that point. It's like,
I don't think I've ever used that as an insult up until that point.
Like, if you'd actually, it was so deadpan, like serious, and like you could feel the rage. Like if you'd actually said that to someone, I think they'd be offended.
As they bloody
like
well
they'd had
should
to,
be.
they would have to think about it if they were like, wait a minute, what did you say? Because I think you just feel the rage and like anger.
Oh yeah, there was like pure anger behind that.
Yeah, absolute pure anger.
And I stick by it. I would happily call him a melon again.
Oh yeah, fuck that guy. Like, that's such a weird trait. Like, why do you just come and unplug the router every time it slows down? That's especially like if there's other people in your house. Like, the fuck is wrong with you?
It's not even just me. There's him, and then two others, and me.
And you said he came down the stairs.
Yeah, like he's on the second floor.
No,
I'm
that's
the only
like,
ground floor.
Again, like, what is this guy? Like, I don't come down the stairs for anything. Do you know, it's like, I don't do stairs anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's got to be something serious. Like, I've got to be either needing my caffeine for the day. Like, even when I get a bit hungry, I'm like, nah, I'll wait a bit. It's stairs, innit?
Yeah. It's the way it should be.
But yeah, so this is our second time trying to do this, and I'll leave a thing in the thing to the the website we're using. So we're going to chat about all of the games coming out for next gen, and there's 2 articles. There's one on PS5, one on Xbox. I'll leave them both in the thing.
Description.
That's the one. I do realise I just said I'll leave the thing in the thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, but you were talking. Link in the description.
Yes, to both of these. So you can join along. First thing that I think I said on the last one, and after putting that stupid trailer thing together, I don't think I can ever say there are no games out, like at all, because there are so many fucking games out or coming out soon. It's ridiculous, like just so many games. We're not going to talk about all of them because we tried that and we don't have a lot to say on a lot of them. There was a lot where I'll give you I might release it, I might not. Depends whether I can be bothered to finish the edit. But it was basically us going, yeah, that's cool. Anyway, moving on. Oh yeah, that's cool. Okay, yeah, next one. Because it's just literally it was going, yeah, that's a cool game, but there's nothing to say on it. Yeah, all of the kind of like story-driven ones like Dust Bowl and other ones that you didn't like, where I was like, oh, that's cool. There's just nothing to say about them, so we'll probably do another one when games come out, and it's probably not going to be exclusively games on this list, because I want to talk about one game that I text you. You text me a couple of games that you wanted to talk about as
well. Yes, I don't remember what the first one was. I remember the second one.
What was the second one?
It was the new Mario Kart, just because that is...
Oh, right. The first one was Hyrule Warriors.
Oh, yeah, that's already out.
Yeah, because I couldn't remember the other one you talked about. So it was just like, you wanted to talk about Hyrule Warriors and Mario Kart. And
yeah, they're both already out, but...
Yeah, I mean, fuck it, we'll talk about it anyway. And I wanted to talk about the 2 new Nier games that are out. There's Nier Replicant, which is coming out soon, and then there's that mobile game that I don't remember the name of, which I will Google in a second. That's also coming out. It's set in the same kind of universe, and I really want it. We can also talk about 1.1 Genshin, the update that's coming in 1.1, I guess, if you want. But we're pretty excited for it, to be honest. I'm pretty hyped for it.
Bro, I literally just heard the stairs and I'm scared.
Do you want to take a pause for a minute, just in case?
No, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Alright, so do you want to start with the list, or the games we want to talk about?
I mean, we'll start probably with the games I want to talk about, because they're short as hell.
Cool, go for it.
So, have you seen the new Mario Kart?
No. What is it, Mario Kart 16?
No, it's more of like a cool factor than like an actual game.
Is this the real life Mario Kart with remote control cars? Yeah, I did see that. Okay, yes.
They have like webcams on.
Yeah.
And you make your own circuit in your house.
Yeah, I think I mentioned to someone like that's close to living the dream. Do you know when I said, like years ago, if I won the lottery, I'd do like real life Mario Kart in IKEA?
I mean, yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah, because I don't have a pocket IKEA I could use, but like you could do that. You could hire out IKEA and just go Mario Kart racing.
Yeah, I just mean it's not. I think it would be a lot cooler if you were actually like physically driving as opposed to holding a console.
Oh yeah, and I suspect that the cars themselves don't work on anything other than like a smooth wooden floor.
From what I saw, they work on like carpet, kind of.
Yeah, probably decreased speed.
I basically just watched Critical.
Right.
He was scaring his dogs with it.
Sweet. Yeah, I mean, I really like it. It's very expensive though.
Oh yeah, it's like 150.
Yeah.
But it's definitely like Nintendo showing that they don't give a shit. They're just making something new.
Yeah, it's Nintendo kind of looking at everyone and going, we really know that, like, you underneath it all, doesn't matter what it says on your driver's license, you're actually 12, and everyone loves remote control cars.
I mean, it's such a good idea.
Yeah, because it's like, it's a remote control car, and I can play Mario Kart. Like, what about this is not to like?
But it's literally just like there's a webcam on.
Yeah, I know. I've
remote
seen
control
something
car.
of it.
No, I was explaining to everyone else.
Oh right.
Yeah, webcam, remote control car, like little arches as like checkpoints for the races. And yeah, you just race around a house. It's cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's Mario Kart. It's more Mario Kart. What about that is not to love?
Yeah, again, the only issue is that it's like the video goes to the Switch, so you're still just sitting in your room, not moving.
Yeah. But that's kind of to be expected, because to ask Nintendo to make an actual Mario Kart.
No, like it's a step in the right direction, but the day that you can play Mario Kart with like go-karts and shit, that's what I want.
Yeah. That would be very cool. Kind of like Mario Kart Arcade. Do you know those car booths in the arcades?
Yes.
But
yes,
like a
I do.
Mario Kart version of that.
Yeah.
That would be fucking cool.
I imagine like VR would probably be the next step.
Yeah. And if Nintendo starts doing VR, you can expect some weird stuff.
It would be really sick though.
Well, maybe. Like Nintendo, they don't really do anything by half. It's very much a kind of, this is either going to make all the money in the world, or it's going to make nothing because it's terrible.
True.
Okay, so the other one you wanted to talk about was Hyrule Warriors. And I'm all for that.
Like, I don't actually have much to say about this, but I saw like gameplay, and it is probably better than the Wii U version.
Yeah. So we played the hell out of the Wii U version, and it was decent. Like I remember we had quite a lot of fun with it.
Until Endgame.
Yeah, because Endgame, it suddenly became clear that it was like, it's very much a buy the DLCs.
Yeah, like I don't remember who we used, but the weapons you just couldn't get, actually couldn't get.
Yeah. There was the dragon guy Volgner, or something like that. You couldn't get his weapon, so he only had like 3 attacks unless you bought the DLC. So it was very much a thing that I keep saying, is that where they make a game and they carve it out and then sell it to you for DLC. That would be like a classic example of that, and it kind of ruined it, to be honest.
It really cut the lifespan of it.
Yeah. Because we're quite big fans of the Dynasty Warriors series is in general. And it kind of goes through like phases. So you complete all of the story, and then it goes into like weapon grindy phase, where you want like a kick-ass, sick, dope, fresh weapon of utter destruction and death.
Yeah, you then just start doing like harder events, harder missions.
Yeah. Yeah, and Nintendo kind of shot themselves in the foot with that one, where they were just like, well, if you want to do that, you can, but buy the DLC. They
like
didn't
a
think
soft cap.
the people would be like, oh wait, you could just stop playing.
I mean, I think it died out pretty quickly because of that.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping this one isn't like that, but I don't actually know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping it's not like that as well. Plus, it's set in Breath of the Wild, which would be cool. If the maps were, it's actually a Hyrule, a Dynasty Warriors game that might work open world.
It's not open world, but
I
do agree. Nah, I think it's the same as the last one, gameplay wise.
That's not too bad because the maps are pretty big, pretty fun.
Oh, it's typical Dynasty Warriors, which I'm fine with.
Yeah. Plus, it's set in the kind of blank period of Breath of the Wild, which is a really good idea.
Yeah, it shows the
100-year war
battle.
Yeah. How Link got himself fucked up and ended up in a bathtub for 100 years.
Yeah, it also opens up the hypothetical routes and shit.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
I don't know if it actually does, but I hope it does.
Yeah, that was one of the best things about. Do you remember the original Dragon Ball Z? I think it was Tenkaichi, whatever that word is.
Yeah.
Where they had the what ifs.
I think that was in all of them, wasn't it? The what if saga.
No, it wasn't in 3. I know it wasn't in 3. Can't remember 2 very well.
I swear it was in 3.
Nah. I'm 100% sure it wasn't in 3. I still might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't in 3.
Oh dear God, spelling that is.
It's a fucking nightmare, innit? Because those what ifs really hurt, man. Because you got to play as Cell, and everyone was like, "I don't deserve to live," and then Cell murders everyone, and you're like, "Oh, okay." And then the Boo one, the Boo one's cold. So that ends with instead of Vegito obliterating Boo, because you're playing as him, as Boo, you win and obliterate Vegito, and Boo goes on to kill everything and in the entire universe and gets lonely. Yeah, and the final sentence is something weird, where it's his screams of loneliness will be heard by no one. And you're like, oh my god, what the hell? This is a kid's game.
Yeah, there was what if sagas in all of them.
Were they the specific kind of what if Cell one? Because
No,
I know the villains had their
they were
what ifs
just,
in the first one. I don't know.
I don't think it was as detailed as the first one.
Yeah, first one has some genuinely dope story.
Well, we never played either Budokai or Tenkaichi, did we?
No, we played Tenkaichi because I bought that for my friend for a tenner. That was the one that kind of got us into that series. We played all 3 of those, the Tenkaichi ones.
No, we played Budokai Tenkaichi.
Oh, was it just Tenkaichi?
I think so. Or am
I know there's just Budokai.
No, I'm just wrong. Yeah, we never played Budokai.
No, and apparently those are the best ones to play.
I can't say I know, obviously.
Yeah, I was interested in Kakarot when it came out. But it was a bit like Demon Souls. When I saw gameplay, I was kind of like, I don't really want to play that.
I think it's because you come accustomed to some sort of fighting, and Kakarot is not the same as those games used to be.
Well, I mean, I picked up Dragon Ball FighterZ. When I saw that, I was like, oh hell yeah. And I do enjoy Dragon Ball FighterZ. I'm not very good at it, but I do enjoy that. That's fun. Yeah, Kakarot, I saw it and it was a bit kind of the worst parts of Tenkaichi. You know when you're at the other end of the arena and you're just shooting laser beams at each other?
Yeah.
And it's kind of dull. And I was like, I really just want almost a bullet hell style. If you're gonna do that, make it just ridiculous. Basically, I wanted a game that was, you know that bit where Kefla's shooting a billion laser beams at Goku?
Yes.
And he's just going through dodging. I want a game like that. Give me a Dragon Ball Z game that's that. Because that's dope.
Depends how they do it.
Well, yeah. Obviously. But that as an idea. because if you can capture like the sheer amount of cool that is in like Dragon Ball Z and Super,
Yeah.
it's a winner. So yeah, there's those two Nier games that I'm a big Nier Automata fanboy, so getting the chance to play the original Nier would be quite nice. I think it's stuck on the PS3, so it's like
Wait, is the original Nier like? Oh, sorry, is Replica a remake or?
technically speaking it would be a remake, yes.
Okay.
But Nier, the original Nier was, I think it was actually called Nier Replicant. So I think it is like either a remaster or it's somewhere between remaster and remake.
I mean, the one I'm looking at here is just called Nier.
The new one's called Nier Replicant version something. You know how they got weird names.
Yeah, I assume Replicant is just saying it's Nier again.
Yeah.
Oh,
but-
wait, no, you are very right. Nier Replica came out 2010.
Was on the PS3.
Yeah, and there's a Nier...
Replicant version 1.22 for something.
No. Nier Gestalt.
Oh, yes. So that was
Xbox.
Xbox 360?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I might have to try and pick that up. So
it
there was
looks
two. There was Nier Replicant, which was, I think, it was kind of, they did a Pokemon thing. There was two sides of it.
Okay.
One was called Nier something that I don't remember, and one was Gestalt. And then I think for this new updated version, they're just kind of fusing the two.
Yeah, it looks like Gestalt and Replicant was... Oh, it's Replicant.
Yeah.
Replicant.
Yeah, Replicant.
Yeah, they were... Replicant was PS3 and Gestalt?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Xbox 360.
Right, okay.
So I think they just completely split them up between consoles.
Makes sense. Oh yeah, it was definitely like a Pokemon thing. So you depending on which one you played, you had a different main character.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of people haven't got a chance to play Nier Replicant because it's stuck on the PS3, which is, well, I mean, it's pretty much a jail cell for games. Which is because I got a friend who's really against remakes and remasters as a concept. It's kind of like, look, just make some new games. How about that? And
Yeah.
I kind of get where he's coming from, but like, especially with games that are stuck on the PS3 or like old Nintendo games that you just can't. Or actually, speaking of which, games like Chivalry 2, which is on the list that we're probably going to mention. A simple port over of the game to like updated graphics and stuff like that isn't enough. Do you know what I mean? Like, where either the console it's stuck on is just this absolutely dead thing, like, you know what I mean? Like Game Boy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you wanted to play like the original Pokemons, you'd have to go out and get a new console to play these things because you just can't port them. Or like some of the old Pokemons, and anything on the PS3. So like Demon Souls, for example, because this is what he was talking about. And I'm kind of like, do you know what? It's fine. I think it's honestly that it's fine to port over games and look, okay, we could just port this over, but it's incredibly outdated at this point. Do you know what I mean? Like a simple port over of, it wasn't Chivalry 2. What was that game we were talking about that's just absolutely terrible?
Oh, my favourite thing.
Gothic. Yeah, I just found it so we're going to talk about Gothic for a minute because this perfectly sums up the point, and I'm really proud of that transition. So, this is a game that's apparently a remaster. If it's the one I'm thinking of, is it the right one?
No, it's remake.
Oh no, but it's the right game that looks terrible and awful.
Pretty sure, yeah. Yes. I would say so.
Yes, okay, so this game looks absolutely terrible. This is, as you put it last time, PS1 level jank.
Mate, this is fucking worse than RuneScape.
Like, I said it looks like Skyrim. And it very clearly kind of has that Skyrim-y essence to it. But I was like, if you're trying to... Skyrim's 12 years old or something ridiculous like that. If you're trying to copy a 12-year-old game, you're going to look outdated.
Skyrim was better than this.
Yeah, and that was 12 years ago.
Yeah, honestly, this is...
Do you know what this is? This is... it kind of looks... If you look at some of the environment textures, like that is some next level HD environment textures. But if you look at the environment shapes, that is some blocky shit.
Yeah, but apparently I thought it was a remaster, which is why it looks so shit.
Yeah, me too. Which is like the whole point where I was like, if you're going to do a remaster, this is a game that you do not want to remaster, because simply making it just look prettier is not going to work.
But apparently it's a remake. It still looks shit.
Yeah, it still looks fucking terrible. So for me, the difference is, like, if you're going to remake the game, it means overhauling it completely. Not necessarily changing everything, but like it's a lot more intensive than just doing a simple kind of like HD texture pack. Yeah, no, this game looks absolutely terrible. It looks clunky and awful. It may look pretty, but like I guarantee you, this looks like the kind of game that would have car mechanic movement. Do you know where like you can only go forwards and left and forwards and right, but you can't just go left or right?
I mean, yes.
Like Croc.
Kind
Do you
of.
remember Croc?
Oh mate, that game's sick.
Yeah, but you remember the controls it had?
No, I was very young.
Where it controlled like a car. So like you couldn't just move left. You had
Oh,
to go forwards.
It's not that bad.
No, but it
Was
looks
Croc
like the
where
kind
you
of...
have to like stop and then turn, then go forward again.
Yeah, you could do that. Or you could... But you couldn't just move left. You couldn't strafe, sorry. You couldn't sidestep. This looks like the kind of game where, like, if they had that kind of movement in it, I wouldn't be surprised.
By the looks of it, it doesn't.
No, of course it doesn't. Like, that would be a terrible... It's a terrible thing to put in literally any game. Like, that's why they stopped doing it. But, like, if you look at it, just the way it moves and the way it plays, it does look like that kind of game. Where it's just... This is terrible.
I'm almost certain.
When he chops the head off, like, you can see the sword going all over the place.
I swear they just looked at RuneScape.
I haven't looked at RuneScape since the 90s, dude. I don't know what that fucking looks like today.
Oh, no, that's what I meant.
Oh, right. They were just like, yeah, I vaguely remember RuneScape.
It's very RuneScape-esque, but, like, more... What is it when the camera is just behind them? Third person?
Yeah, third person.
Yeah, it's like RuneScape level of graphics.
Yeah, it's... I actually can't. This is bad. 0 ratings.
I stick to my salty comment from last time, which is burn it with fire.
Burn it with fire. It's
Burn it with
absolutely
fire.
shocking. But yes, I got nothing against remakes in general, because if you want to take a game, it's like, for example, like this, or like the next game we may as well talk about, like Demon's Souls, that's stuck on the PS3. So if anyone wants to go and play it, they actually have to go and acquire a PC, a PS3. Or if they have a PS3, they have to go and dig it out. If they want to play. And I think taking a game like that and going, alright, look, this game was great when it came out, but it came out a while ago. how about we give it the HD texture pack, but we also redo some of the stuff, make it look a little bit more swanky. So you want to give your comments about the trailer we watched last time?
I mean, without massively getting salty again, it's not good. It's very clunky.
So, and this is why I wanted to redo this, because literally the day after we recorded it, Demon Souls, the State of Play on PS5's channel, came out with some more gameplay of it.
Yeah, that does look better.
Yeah, much better. So there was a couple of points that we were talking about in the trailer. The game overall looked a lot slower. And something you said is it looked very much like Dark Souls 2, which played a lot more rigidly. It was a bit more clunky when it came to movement. Whereas Dark Souls 3 had a bit more fluidity to it. I did mention that there was no health bar on that particular trailer, so it was like everything was really slow and deliberate. But I was like, okay, that might be okay because they might have upped the damage of everything, but we don't know.
I mean, that is pretty common for trailers, though, for them to remove the HUD.
Yeah, and honestly, like, so have you seen the State of Play one?
It's on now.
Okay, we'll wait until you watch it then.
No, I mean, it's 12 minutes, so...
Oh shit, yeah, it's 12 minutes. So there was something I was I was saying is it does look like the previous trailer we watched was slowed down.
Yeah, like there's definitely a change from the trailer.
Yeah, this is way faster. We're back up to like, and this actually, I was looking at it, like this looks more like Dark Souls 1.
Do you know what? I'm getting like a really weird, oh my god.
Did you see the fat roll?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
that's when I saw that fat roll, because I was super hyped at the beginning, and I was like, oh, it looks like Dark Souls 1, that's great. And then I saw the fat roll, and I was like, oh, it's dead, it's over.
Oh, I mean, I don't fat roll normally.
So
I'm
worse. Confirming that is a fat roll because it rolls again later on in the trailer, and it does look like a decent roll.
Oh, no, you can tell that's a fat roll.
Well, you can, I didn't.
With Dark Souls, if you look at it, like, when they fat roll, it looks way more painful.
Right.
They kind of just collapse as opposed to roll.
Yeah. I mean, fat rolling was it was bad in Dark Souls, but like you could get away with it. I mean, in this, it looks like fat rolling is just catastrophic.
I mean, the one thing I hope they add, which they probably won't, is a flip ring.
That would be nice.
I really enjoyed that.
Just for the aesthetic of it, really.
Oh, it increased invincibility frames.
Oh, it did actually do something.
Yeah, but you had to be like under 25% or something.
Okay.
But yes, this gameplay looks a lot better.
Much better, yeah.
Although, I was going to say this and then just forgot. But it's like a really strange mix of like looking like Dark Souls 1.
Yeah. Like the health bars are straight ripped out of Dark Souls 2, which isn't a bad thing.
No, it's not.
Because I think they stood out a little bit more in Dark Souls 2.
I don't think that's Dark Souls 2. I think that it's just a Demon Souls.
Oh, right, okay. I mean, we've never really played the original one, because like I said, I don't have a PS3, none of us have a PS3, and you can't play it on PC.
Nah.
So the guy says, like, everything behaves the same as the PS3 game, so they're being quite faithful to how it was in the original game, which is quite cool. So it sounds like that exactly what they didn't do in Gothic, they've done in Demon Souls. They go, look, we've updated all of the animations, all of the engines, everything like that, but we've kept like the core basic gameplay the same. So it's the same game, but it actually just functions like an actual game now, not a horrific mess.
I'm still like confused as to what to compare it to, because this to me looks way less Dark Souls 2 than the trailer. To me, this looks more like Dark Souls aesthetic, Dark Souls 3 like weapons, and Bloodborne movement.
No, it's way slower than Bloodborne.
No, as in like the way they walk and everything.
Oh, yes. Actually, yeah, with the lean forward and stuff.
Yeah, and the run and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if I had to kind of sum it up in a sentence, it looks like almost Dark Souls 1, but on like 1.5 speed. Do you know what I mean? It's like slightly sped up. It's got a Dark Souls 2-esque UI.
I disagree
don't really
with that.
see a lot of Dark Souls 3 in it.
No, that was just literally the straight sword. Looks like exactly the same.
I haven't played a lot of 3 yet.
No, I know, but like, it may just be me, but it looks like the straight sword moveset is basically the same.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you've got to that point yet, but they do say they've revamped like every moveset for the swords. So I'm taking that to mean that every sword has a different moveset. So they say like they've redone the animations for every sword, but they've kept the timings the same.
Yeah. So,
which I think is really great, because if there's one thing that Dark Souls is bad at, it is menus and weapons. Like there are just so many of the same type of weapon. Do you know what I mean? Like there are a billion straight swords.
Yeah, you do know what they mean by that, right?
I took that to mean that every sword is going to have a different animation.
No.
Oh, okay.
It means that they've redone it from original Demon Souls.
I mean, that's not...
Which is why I said it looks more like 3.
Right. Oh, I see. Okay, I misunderstood that. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, the animations did need redoing anyway.
Yeah, it's just because like when you change textures and everything, it's just...
I really like how fire works in this game. So like when you get hit with fire, you go on fire and stuff. I think that looks really fucking cool. I do think that are you at that demon boss thing? Yeah.
Yeah, I just passed it.
The fire on him kind of looks a bit weird. I can't put my finger on what specifically looks odd about it, but something does. I'm not saying I don't like it, I'm just saying it looks a little odd. The mini Cthulhus look fucking awesome. I love the way they attack and everything like that. That looks fucking cool and weird and scary.
Is that
everything
Gwendolyn?
All the guy said, where he was like, we want it to look pretty but also be weird and scary. And it's like, yeah, you fucking nailed it, dude. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, this game actually looks really good.
Yeah, their trailer really let them down.
Yeah, that other... I'll probably stick both in. But, yeah, that other trailer was a bad trailer. It was really good at showing off the like the graphics and the prettiness of it. But if you look again at that trailer and you see just all of this weird kind of, I don't want to say janky, but it's like there was a huge recovery time on literally everything that happened. Yeah, this game looks great. 10 out of 10. It's not even a 10 out of 10 would buy, it's 10 out of 10 I'm going to buy.
I hear it's also coming out on PC.
Yes.
Or was that Bloodborne? I don't remember.
Bloodborne is absolutely coming out on PC, yeah. Everyone...
I know that was getting like a PS5 and PC release.
Yes. And everyone... I yet to hear anything confirmed, but it's pretty much confirmed, if you know what I mean. Like, Demon Souls will eventually come to the PC.
Yeah, but it might be like very late.
Yeah. I mean, probably not as late as Bloodborne did, because like Bloodborne's still not on the PC.
Although I think it's easier to get like an emulator.
Yes, but you cannot. So you explain this to me in a way that I can understand, because I always used to say Bloodborne is on PC, and you used to get really mad. But it's not.
Yeah.
So it's not on PC, but it is playable on PC through PlayStation Now, or whatever that stupid thing is. So if you wanted to play if you wanted to play the PS4 version of Bloodborne on your PC, you could. Correct?
Yeah.
Thank you. Right. So you can't actually just go out and buy a PC version of Bloodborne, because there isn't one.
Yeah.
I finally get what you mean when you like pop off every time I say Bloodborne's on PC.
Yeah, the worst thing about that is I used to try and explain it, then you just go, oh, so it's on PC. No.
Yes, no, my problem was where I was looking at it going like, you're playing Bloodborne on a PC. Like, that's Bloodborne on a PC. And you were saying more talking about the version of it, so that there is no PC specific version of Bloodborne.
Yeah. As far as I know, you have to have a PlayStation 4 controller still.
Yeah. So like, now I get it. Now you've explained it to me like that. I also want to give props to the sound design. When it gets to the kind of that end boss, my god, the sound design is good.
I can't speak on that. No, I'm not listening to it with sound, so I can.
Oh right, okay. Well, yeah, dude, like the sound design. Whoever did the sound design, fucking smashed it. Like, just everything sounds as disgusting and as horrific as you think it should. Yeah, it's one of those games. It's a cliche to say, but it has like I think it's gonna have like a real atmosphere, just because of the sound design. I'm totally gonna be going sound nerd all over this shit when I get that.
I mean, on the sound front, there's one thing I hope they don't do.
Go on.
I don't remember the enemies, but someone will know what I mean.
The crows in Bloodborne?
No. In Dark Souls 3, you probably won't know this.
Right.
But in one of the DLCs, I think it's the one with Frida?
I haven't got to the DLCs yet.
No, yeah, I don't expect you to know.
Right.
But, like, you go down this ramp bit, and then there's loads of, like, half-eaten catastrophes, as you expect from Dark Souls. But they scream at a level that is, like, 3 times louder than everything else in the game.
Oh, right, okay.
And it hurts. If they do that, I am gonna be pissed.
Yeah, because that's like a cheap jump scare. You're trying it. I think they nailed it with Bloodborne. You know the crows that sound like rabid dogs?
I do not remember much of Bloodborne.
There's these crows that kind of crawl on the floor, and you get near them, and they just go... And you're like, oh my god, no. They're horrifying. And it's like,
yeah,
these guys just absolutely nailed it. I think it's everyone who makes these games just really just loves horror. Do you know what I mean? Like, speaking of like just levels of detail, do you know what I mean? Like, that are put into stuff, where you can tell like the people making it just genuinely really actually liked what they were making. The only example I have like of it is that Genshin thing that I point out to you yesterday. I was playing a bit more Genshin Impact, preparing for 1.1. It's coming out next week, and I switched to I don't know how to pronounce her name actually, but she's the rock lady in the story. I call her Ningguin.
Just put a picture of her up.
Yeah, actually I should probably do that. So I switched to her, and there was this weird glowing geo symbol, and I was like, wait, hang on, every time you switch into a character, they're I think it's called a vision, but it's their like source of their super magic ultra smashy abilities. It glows with the color and the symbol, and I was like, holy crap, that's awesome.
I couldn't see the symbol.
It's like as soon as they come in, it kind of glows up with the symbol. The symbol is really obvious on Animo characters, so like on Venti, like it was super obvious.
Oh yeah, like I tried it on Fire Lady.
Right, yeah.
and hers like just catches fire, kind of.
Barbara's is also pretty obvious. Like if you just straight up look at the vision when you switch in.
No, yeah, I know. I just with the fire lady, I couldn't see it,
Oh, right.
and I didn't know where anyone else's vision was.
Yeah, I was just like, wow, it's just this level of like detail that they put into these characters that was just really like, you didn't have to do that. You did that because you wanted to. Do you know what I mean? Like, you did that because you thought it would be really cool, and you liked the characters you were making. And now seeing this game, you get this as everyone working on the Demon Souls remake, like, just fucking loved Demon Souls. Even if it's not true, like, even if there may be a couple of people who just hate Demon Souls, but like they were like, we really like Demon Souls, we really like horror, let's just go nuts. Yeah, so like people working on a game from an IP that they really just fucking love, and you get some great games out of it, which is what I hope Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy is going to be. I hope you've got a lot of Harry Potter fans who like at this point probably grew up with, well, not grew up, but like were around for, you know, when Harry Potter was at its peak public consciousness. I don't know the word I'm looking for, where it was like, it was just huge, and now they're working on a game for it, and yeah, dude, it kind of, you get the same vibe. There's no gameplay in this trailer, which is a shame, but like it kind of looks like these people just love the Harry Potter universe and just went, yo, what if we made a game where you just got to do all of the stuff we dreamed about doing as a kid? Do you know what I mean? Like, because we didn't get our letter from Hogwarts, so we got a job as game designers, so we can, you know, fuck you, Hogwarts, now I design you. Tell me I can't be a wizard, fuck you, I'm gonna code this into a computer and people gonna play the shit out of this.
The thing I like about it is the fact it's not Harry Potter. Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, because I think we said before, it's like, yeah, we know the story so fucking well, like I can recite you it, basically.
It's not even that, it's when you have like actual Harry Potter, it's you have to follow the story.
Yeah. Story of the
Because-
books he's talking about, not a story.
No, like the story. So, books, movies, whatever.
Yeah, sorry, like the official like story for Harry Potter.
Yeah, whereas this is set in the world of Harry Potter, but way before Harry Potter. So
Yeah.
you get to make choices.
Yes.
I hope.
Yeah. I'm really, yeah. I mean, I hope it has a story, like some sort of. I really hope it's one of those. I don't know how to phrase it, but you know those stories with different endings and stuff depending on what your actions.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Oh,
Like
right.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yes, but like better than Shadow the Hedgehog, please.
No, as in like where you can choose to do good,
Yeah.
bad, or neutral on each mission.
Oh yeah, and it changes where you go. Yes.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing. I
Is
hope it's as open as I want it to be. I have a feeling, if I had to guess just from the trailer, it's going to be a game of two halves. So first half is you're going to be at school, and like they're going to train you in the magic and stuff, and it's going to be quite linear at that point, and then the game's going to open up. Like you're gonna
I imagine it's gonna be like most Harry Potter games.
If I had to
or
guess, I'd
films.
say you'd play as a guy who is not a first year. You play as a guy who transferred in at his last year. So you play the final year, and then you go off into the world.
I disagree with that.
Okay.
I think there's gonna be like the whole sorting into the house thing.
I mean, you're still going to need to get sorted because you've only just arrived at this school, except you're not starting as a first year, you're starting as a however
No,
many...
like,
how many years are at Hogwarts? I don't even fucking know.
I imagined it was gonna be like, so you start off as first year not essentially not knowing anything. Do like the really basic classes that the first year would do, and then something happens and you start exploring shit.
Well, there's one thing I will say is that none of the books and none of the games subsequently have been more than a year long. So they've documented, well, the final book's more than a year, but you know the ones at the school, they've only been specifically a year.
Oh yeah, because it's academic.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like you play through 1 years of things, and I think playing through 7 years of classes is going to get a bit old, which is why I think they're going to go, fuck the simple stuff. We know you just want to do the crazy shit. Go for it.
No, I think you're misunderstanding me.
Sorry?
I think you're misunderstanding me. I think it's going to be you start in first year. I'm not saying you do all the years.
Right. So
It's
like
just-
time skip around.
No, as in like you start in first year, then shit happens.
Oh, right, I see.
Because if you start in first year, then it kind of gives
Tutorial level, yeah, I get
the
you.
reason to give the really basics. Where if you come back for the third year and you're just like, okay, this is how you hold a wand.
I mean, that is literally what every single one of the games did do. Like, since you've been at summer, you've probably forgotten everything. Here's how you hold a wand.
Yeah, but like I
It was
said,
dumb, I'll give you. That was dumb.
on those games there was a story to follow.
True.
So you couldn't have Harry start in first year and then go to Goblet of Fire.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking because I'm thinking he's probably going to do the Three Houses kind of route, where Three Houses is a game with like 4 different paths, despite being called Three Houses. And it gets to a branching point, if you will. So all of them play through kind of this first half, and then the second halves for each path is very, very different. I kind of think it's going to be something like that, where it's like you play through some time at school, and then like all of your shit matters. Maybe like you can pick your classes. That would be fucking cool, dude. So like on one plate, like instead of, well, I mean, it's literally like picking classes, as in like Dark Souls, you can start as a pyromancer or whatever. So like in Hogwarts, you pick what lessons you want to take. So if you can do potions or whatever that other stuff is. And it depends like what kind of, and that will dictate what kind of magic you learn and what kind of wizard you want to be.
I reckon if you do, like, you start first year, like I said, and I don't know if they actually did this in Hogwarts, but it's like the equivalent of the UK education system.
Yeah, they did. You pick your GCSEs.
Yeah,
You
I
pick the
said,
OWLs.
I said I don't know if they did that in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I know they do it in England.
No, yeah,
but-
they do it in Harry Potter, yes.
Yeah, so you could have like the very basic setup, and then you can move towards like an RPG Dark
Yeah.
Souls type thing.
That would be fucking cool. That would be very, very fucking cool. Please do that. Whoever's making... I don't even know who's making this, actually.
I'm hoping they have like dragon tamers and spider tamers.
Yeah,
and
like you
shit
can be like a
that.
care of magical creatures guy. Like that guy in the new films that kind of suck. Eddie Redmayne plays him. Newt Scamander in the... what is it
Fantastic
called?
Beasts.
That's it, yeah. So you can be like someone like that who just has a bunch of animals in a bag, or like is an animal master or some shit, or like... That would be cool, because then you'd be like a potions master or a transfiguration lord. I hope there's a crafting mechanic as well, because I've just thought like Dumbledore crafted that weird lighter, Snape made a fuck ton of potions. Like that would be cool. So like if you're really good at transfiguration, like you can just make like traps, essentially, like things that come to life.
I mean, yeah, that
If you're
would
good
be
with
that
creatures, like you can
RPG
like
thing.
yeah. This is why I say I hope they're fans, because like we're fans of Harry Potter, and we just gone. This is what like we've always wanted to do in this world. let us do that. It's a good start, like not following the book's story. But there is no gameplay as of yet. That I
some
can
leaked
see.
gameplay that is really bad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to trust a leaked gameplay because this is quite far away from being released. It says 2021, but I'm super hyped for that shit.
It's also set before Fantastic Beasts.
Nice. So I'm not too familiar with Fantastic Beasts. Does this overlap? Time period wise.
1926.
And this is set during the 1800s, so it's even before that. So they're probably going like, no, this is where...
Yeah, so they're not at all mixing stories.
Which is good. You have some really good stories in games being told. I don't know how much JK's involved in this game story. I think she might be kind of like a Toriyama with Super, whether he like maybe asks for some redesigns or kind of has like, okay, yeah, that's cool, but essentially just do what you want. Because with Toriyama, like so with Battle of Gods, like originally Super Saiyan God looked like ultra mega buff, and they sent the design to Toriyama, and he was like, nah, this is what you want, and he drew Super Saiyan God.
Well, yeah. To me, that just sounds like lack of Dragon Ball Z knowledge from the new people, though.
Well, no, it was like they were probably trying to do something like, we're gonna go off a tangent about Dragon Ball Z now, but like they were probably trying to do something like Super Saiyan 4. Do you know where Super Saiyan 4 was the best thing to come out of GT? Because GT was pretty fucking terrible. But like that whole like final arc was pretty decent actually. Actually, and when the Super Saiyan 4 started rocking up, like it got much better. And like Toriyama fucking loved the Super Saiyan 4 because it wasn't him who designed it; it was some other dude. And apparently, like Toriyama, the guy who made Dragon Ball, redrew Goku Super Saiyan 4 and sent it to the guy who designed the Super Saiyan 4s for the TV show. Because he loved it so much. He was like, this is fucking brilliant. So it's like they were probably going along that route, where it's like they'll make it like super buff and angry.
When you said super buff, I assumed you meant as in massive muscles and stuff.
Oh no, we're not talking Broly.
I was thinking,
because
no,
like,
when
do
Trunks
you know what
fights Cell.
Do you know why the Broly film got remade? Because Toriyama watched the original Brolys and hated Broly so much that he redrew all the characters. So that's why the Dragon Ball Super Broly looks different.
Yeah, either way, I thought it was to do with the Trunks, not Trunks and Vegeta when they fight Cell.
Trunks and Vegeta fights? What are we talking about?
Like Cell Saga, where
Cell Saga,
Trunks goes super crazy hair and all muscle.
Oh no, not like that. I've never seen what they actually designed, but they were going down towards the kind of a little bit more muscular, kind of like Super Saiyan 3, where he buffs up a bit.
Yeah, it's just when you said bulking up, I was just like, well, no.
Yeah,
because they made a huge statement of being big muscles is bad.
Yeah, no, not that. They meant kind of like Goku, because in Super Saiyan God, like he kind of slims down a bit.
Yeah.
I think they meant a little bit more Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4. Yeah, that's our quick tangent about Dragon Ball Z.